Yeah, well, I sure as well, like what we all have said, no? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, like really fully express yourself, no? Like the whole time. Because sometimes, yeah, as you were saying, like we tend to, yeah, change like our essence, no? Because of, you know, interacting with different people, but when we realize that if we are truly ourselves, it's like, that's when we really connect with others.
Totally.
Yeah, but so it's really easy, no? It's a really simple thing, but really hard to keep them, no? And it's just about, I think it's about training yourself. Do it as a habit.
Yeah,
No?
sure.
How's vulnerability?
Yeah.
To be yourself.
Yeah.
It's quite a big thing.
Isn't it? We sort of said the first time I talked about this to these guys, it was just like, we were kind of thinking about it and going, wow, that's ridiculous. Why would we do that? Why would we put ourselves, why would we try to do, you know, why? And we got so scared because it was that thing of going, well, we have to just talk to people? You know, but it's like the easiest thing in the world. We do it all the time, but, you know, we never do it like this. So rarely do we do it like this. Any other fears? Other things?
Well, I think the whole idea of actually, for me, having to state 5 things that you fear you won't achieve in this lifetime, I'm kind of hesitant to do it. Is it because of vulnerability, or is it because it's kind of been a jinx?
Right.
Sure. So that you actually then won't achieve them. You know,
Yeah.
Maybe that's kind of an exercise in positivity as opposed to negativity. I might be buying into something a little bit politically whatever there, but that's something that I thought of throughout this whole thing here. Yeah. So when I wrote down a real thing, you know, an actual thing here, I thought, oh, I'm going to cross that out because I must mean I think I'm going to achieve it. Yes. I am achieving it.
The things I want to happen before I die.
But yeah, because when we first started doing it, the 3 of us, the first one was always, I'm afraid I won't go to Antarctica, or won't go to Asia, I won't go to Machu Picchu. And then the next one's all like, I'm afraid people won't understand me. And then, you know, because you have a look at it's almost like the trivial at the top. I just want to go to Africa. And then, then you start thinking, wow, well, actually, am I real? It takes you a while to be able to delve down a bit.
Mine are all trivial then. Mine are totally all
Have
trivial.
sex with your husband.
Yeah. And my parents' party. I want to have sex with my husband at my parents' party. Sometimes it gets so boring, I just want to go, oh, Jesus Christ.
You probably will do that.
I hope so. It'll make it so much better.
I think it was good for me, like, in doing this, to kind of articulate what it was. I think there was just a bit of noise in my, you know, sort of, you know, like these fears and concerns and stuff. They're actually, I've actually kind of, you know, like, we talked about them and I was just like, oh, actually, yeah, I'm actually a bit worried about never having enough money. Like, all the time worrying, you know, like, and that's quite a, I sort of realised that's quite a big deal, you know, like.
Yes. Yeah, you're weighing.
But isn't that always, that whole not enough? Not enough? Isn't that always sort of thing?
Yeah, true.
You reach something and is that enough? Maybe it's not. Am I loved enough? Can I get more?
Yeah. I guess it's like I listen to, I kind of go, well, you know, fuck, does it have to be? I don't want to die like that, you know? I don't want to die of feeling like the way I do now about shit, you know? Like, I want to go, oh, like when I'm, you know, yeah, I don't want that. I don't want to worry about it, whether there is enough or not. Do you know, it's that perspective thing of going, like, that you're letting it eat you, or that we're letting it eat us, or wear it us.
So even if we don't accomplish it, it's the kind of acceptance of that.
Yeah.
Which is perhaps cathartic.
Yeah, well, I agree, like, completely. There's no way, what is enough? It's like fame, it's like endless. You know, it'll eat you, and you just kind of keep going and going and going, and like, nobody's ever famous enough. Do you know, like, I mean, maybe two people.
And Junior.
Yeah, but like, you know, nobody's ever rich enough, or nobody ever has, we always never have quite enough. And it's such an interesting thing to kind of then, I don't know, I just have to, even just the question of going, okay, how do I change that? I have no idea.
Isn't that part of being human, to always want more? Otherwise you're just stagnant?
I don't know. Other thoughts? Thoughts on that from
I have not.
over this side of the room? Anybody have a thought on that question?
I think it's part of capitalism to always want more. I think we're indoctrined by our overriding capitalist framework.
Yeah. We're the capitalist to covet. There's a thought, did you have in the second one?
I couldn't answer it.
No.
Because it might be an age-related thing. You get to an age and you find you can be content with who you are and what you're achieving, and you're probably setting more realistic goals once you're over the big 4-0. But I think that's probably a modern malaise as well, of course.
Yeah.
In the past, we read novels of this malaise, but it was less common.
Yeah, yeah. It is a sort of contemporary, like a very contemporary kind of disease or anxiety or very comfort driven.